how this is going to work. Some of these people were born in the United Kingdom, some were born in the USA. You two are going to have to figure out which ones are from where. So let's go down and just take a look at their faces.
Okay.
Okay, so look, number one, what's your initial thoughts about number one?
She looks posh to me. I could see her, I think, being a Brit.
Really?
Yes.
See, I think Americans straight away. I think Americans straight away. What about number two?
Definitely British.
Oh,
Really?
I was going to say definitely American.
I'd say definitely British. Number two?
You look like you belong in Brooklyn.
Either way, he looks like he's going through some stuff. Number three, Sam, what's your thoughts?
She looks very sweet.
Yeah.
Very, I think I'm falling in love. I think American.
Oh, really? See, I think British.
I think British, too.
I think British with number three.
Okay.
I do. Number four... Shall I tell you what I like about number four? I am always a fan of anybody that matches the sweater to the sneakers.
Yes, American. American.
Which is a boss move that I don't know that any Brit has to do. But remember, this is a Brit who lives here. So it's hard to know.
I thought you flew them in especially. Oh, so they live here.
This is the game we're going to spend thousands of dollars flying people over for. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And number five...
Ooh.
Number five looks like a little Irish rose.
Yes. You look like you could be on The Crown, like Princess Margaret's lady in waiting or something.
So, OK, let's think about what we'd like to hear them say. Who would you like to speak, do you think? We'll pick a number.
You pick.
I think number two. We have to go for number two, right?
Yeah.
Just because...
The line we'd like them to say is, so if you want them to speak in American, they got to say, I spilled a beer on my pants at the soccer game. And if you'd like them to speak British, they got to say, I spilled a pint on my trousers at the football match. OK?
OK.
So which of those would we like to hear number two say? English or American?
I think English.
OK, let's hear it. Let's hear English. I spilled a pint on my trousers at the soccer game.
Right, I spilled a pint on my trousers at the soccer match.
He's clearly American.
Or South African.
Unless he's trying to put us off.
Well, that's true,
He
too.
might be trying to put us off. Anybody else would we like to hear? Oh, you want to hear? I'd quite like to hear number one.
Yeah, one,
Okay.
one, absolutely.
Do it American or English, do you think?
I think American.
We'd like to hear American, which is I spilled a beer on my pants at the soccer game.
I spilled a beer on my pants at the soccer game.
Ooh. If you're American, you have very
Well, that has thrown the cat amongst the pigs. My God, it's never been this tense. What do we think? Do we want to hear number four, number five, number three?
We've got to hear three.
We're going to hear three.
OK, let's hear number three. Are we going to go British or US?
Beth, what would you like to...
British.
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 So we say, I spilled a pint on my trousers at the football match.
I spilled a pint on my trousers at the football match.
That was beautiful.
Again,
I love
good.
that.
Definitely.
She's my favourite so far.
OK, it's not a favourites competition.
sorry.
We're
Was
not...
this English or American? Well, it was an English accent,
Yes,
right?
that was an English accent.
OK.
What about number four?
Okay.
English or US do we want to hear?
I'm going to say US.
Let's hear US. I spilled a beer on my pants at the soccer game.
James, that's so
I spilled beer on my pants at a soccer game.
Dude, that is a pretty cool voice, man.
It's a very good voice.
I want to
and
be
number
you.
five. Number five, do we want to hear British or American?
English.
OK, let's hear it British. So, which is, I spilled a pint on my trousers at the football match.
I spilled a pint on my trousers at the football match.
Either way, these are good accents, gang. There's no denying it. These are good accents. OK, it's decision time. OK?
Okay.
This is where it gets tense. You've seen their faces. You've heard the voices. It's time to lock in. First up, number one. Are you gonna guess British or American?
I think British, but with a very, very good American accent.
Agreed.
We're going with British. Number one, will you reveal yourself?
Indeed. Oh, my...
She's British! Number two. Do we think American or British? What do we think?
I still think American.
I think American.
They both think American. Let's find out.
My name is Aaron, and I'm from Ashland, Oregon.
There we go! three.
Oh, yeah.
Are we going British or American? Audience, what do we think? You can help them out. British or American?
British.
And I think that was very clear because what we heard was, bah! What do you reckon? British or American?
I think
American.
She's a wonderful actress.
Sam's going American.
Oh.
Beth's going British. This is the first time someone's going to trounce
I
into
don't
the
like
lead.
to lose. Should I
Well,
change
let's find
mine?
out. Well,
Okay. Don't let me down. You're my favorite.
Sam's going
Just lie.
British. Sam's going American. You're going British.
British.
Number three, where are you from?
Hi, I'm Victoria, and I'm...
Okay. Number four, British or American?
Your American accent was good, which is why I think you're British, because I feel like you were just doing a good American accent.
I think all American.
Okay.
Sam thinks
Superstar.
American.
American.
They're both going American. Number four, where are you from?
My name is Chitty, and I'm from London, England.
You should have gone when you go.
Oh, my God!
I was trying not to
Can you do
lose.
your American accent once more?
What you want to hear?
Dude, that is pretty amazing.
Now we're going to go to number five. This is the big one.
Ooh.
British or American? It's crunch time.
What do you think?
I
She's
think
pretty nervous.
she's British.
Okay. I feel like it has to be American now. It's,
I'm going to go with American, too.
They're going American. Number five, where are you from?
Greensboro, North Carolina.
And she's American! UK or USA, we'll see you at the Emmys. Come on back, everybody.
Put some points and I'm going to lunch and I'm going to say all my